In the early hours in the morning at 3 a.m., I went to fulfill my prescription at the CVS on 57th Street and 8th Avenue. When I got there, the pharmacist said he stated that his system was down and that it would be another 30 minutes before he can complete the process. Since it was only 2 blocks, since that CVS was only 2 blocks away from Central Park, I figured the perimeter would be a decent place to kill 30 minutes, so I went there. And when I got there, it didn't take long before some freak had the nerve to approach me, who I could tell just got finished spending the past couple of hours cruising in that very park for some stick. And he had the nerve that when he walked past me to try to strike up a conversation, not to mention even an argumentative one. In the process, there was a couple of exchanges. Half the time I was surprised, even though it was short. The other half, I was getting pissed off. But either way, I could see that he was specifically taking advantage of the pharmaceutically manipulated situation that he was a part of that was being inflicted against me. So he was being 10 times more the coward than just what he was from the hours earlier of cruising for some stick. At the exact moment that I could tell my system was being manipulated was when I challenged him in saying, did he have a problem? Suddenly, my system went blank, and I knew right there and then something was happening, and it would have been in alignment to the freak that he was, taking advantage of a situation like that, compensating for who and what he was at the expense of quality people like myself. So, since he was being as much of a freak as the people who were drugging me up, and they've been inflicting it for as long as they had, to the extent that they had, which leaves me virtually defenseless. There wasn't much that I could have done, other than maybe things like this video, and to keep striving against them, because they know they're effing losers. But the point being is that at this stage, not only just being years, but literally decades, in this stage of me being manipulated and taken advantage of, 9 out of 10 people know what the situation is. 9 out of 10, most people. Half of them try to act like they don't know so that they could play me like as if I'm the kind of individual that coordinates with their treatment. And the only reason why that number is so high is because those many people, that percentage of the population, are nothing but freaks themselves. They can't resist the opportunity to try to attempt to transpose their defectiveness onto someone else who they know is not only so many realms above them, but if anything is of the ethnicity of someone who's supposed to be beneath them. That much more they're unable to resist going along with that massive cowardice that they know, not just years ago, almost decades ago, that they know was a bunch of bull. So the point being is that at this stage of the game, not only am I not the freak, but that percentage, and it's probably a little higher than just 50%, that percentage, unquestionably, again, at a stage like this, unquestionably, are the ones that are the freaks. And that's where I'll end this video at.